Hello, how are you doing? I hope your day is going well. And today I have a question for you. So, are you using food as a coping mechanism? Now, as a coping mechanism with all the things which have been happening, which may happen to you during the day, like feeling stressed, feeling bored, feeling anxious, feeling angry, feeling resentful. Basically, did you create this kind of habit of going and literally, putting something into your mouth, right? Eating when you are not hungry, right? Now, the reason why I'm asking this is because it really is one of the most common, most natural kind of patterns we go to when we really feel any sort of discomfort in our body. And actually, this week, myself, I have had quite a busy week, and a lot of things were happening, and I needed to figure out a lot of things tech wise. And honestly, I'm no tech wizard, it's not really my zone of genius. And so, it reminded me of that because whenever I do feel myself pressure inside my body, like pressure of I don't know what to do and how to make things on the PC work with systems, or uh, or I am let's say given some task to deal with, but I just am not comfortable. It's kind of pushing me out of my comfort zone. That's when I caught myself that I resolved to eating. And yes, it can be health food, right? It can be an apple, it can be a handful of nuts. However, is eating. However, it is food, it is eating. And honestly, when there's no hunger, food is no solution, right? It's just a distraction from dealing with what's really going on inside. And so, if this resonates with you, and you find yourself maybe piling on extra pounds, or at the end of the day, kind of like filled up with these emotions stuck up inside your body because you didn't deal with them during the day, I want to give you a little toolkit of what to do with this. Because really, I found in my own journey it's incredibly important to keep releasing whatever comes up during the day. Keep releasing, even if it is not comfortable enough, and just processing anything what comes up. And as I mentioned, it can be anything. Obviously, it can start with your work, it can be anything within your family dynamics. Like for me, I know that our boys, they just do tend to trigger me a lot, because here I am, I want to be all grounded and or kind of right, zen and within my zone. However, they are kids, and they are 8 and 11, and so of course that they have their own agendas, and they see me as mom regardless whether I am working at home. Now it's still school break, right? So that they are doing their thing, arguing, and so they can't really push me a lot, push my buttons. And in the past, I would go always for some kind of treat, for some kind of food, just to soothe the nervous system through food. Why? Because food creates comfort, right? It creates a sense of safety and security. Plus, obviously, food also gives us pleasure. So, if you find in the similar pattern, please don't blame yourself, because it's just entirely normal, and it's literally your instincts pulling you down that route. However, what I found on my own journey really helpful is to, whenever I catch myself, to actually break the pattern. Okay, to break the pattern, and rather than looking for a release in terms of eating some food, break the pattern of wherever I caught myself in, okay, or whatever I caught myself in, and do a couple of things. So first of all, how to break the pattern. Okay, I know that I get myself most triggered while I'm working at home on PC, and that's basically mostly during my work hours. And so what I did was that I just created this little post-it, and I have it stuck on my PC, and there are two simple questions on it, and that is, what are you feeling right now? Why? So whenever any trigger comes up for me, whenever I feel discomfort, I feel overwhelmed, maybe I feel like this kind of tension growing inside my body, and I may not even know what it is. I may not even put a name on that emotion coming up. I just look at the posters and I ask myself, what are you feeling, Lanka? What am I feeling right now? What am I feeling? And maybe the answer isn't coming up, but I already took my attention away from whatever was triggering me and kind of brought the attention towards myself, towards my body, right? And so, as I said, even if I don't necessarily receive the answer, I already broke the pattern of the thought, pattern of that emotion, okay? And then I sit with it for a second and okay, maybe I don't have time to journal on it or anything like that. But what I always have time to do is take a breath. Take a breath. And so in that moment, I just literally close my eyes and put my hand on my heart. Obviously, you don't have to if you don't want to, or if it doesn't suit the environment you are in. And just put my hand on my heart and take a very deep breath, slow breath. Count 5 when you are breathing in and count 5 when you are breathing out, okay? And what that does is it helps you ground. It helps you bring back into your body, and it helps you, again, as I said, interrupt the pattern. So that is one. And sorry, one more thing. Whenever we breathe deeply in and out, it also is sending this beautiful message to our nervous system that we are okay, we are safe, nothing is happening, no lion is chasing us, no need to stress and worry, right? So that is really important. Another thing which I sometimes do is that I literally close my eyes again, take one deep breath, and then start scanning my body and feel from my forehead, eyes, nose, cheeks, chin, neck, shoulders, chest, all the way down to my feet, and just feel, just kind of, as I'm scanning, you can use even like imaginary light, right? Imaginary sunshine, for example. As I'm scanning, I'm paying attention, how am I feeling and how all these areas of my body are feeling. And that way, again, I am just sending the signal to my body that I'm safe and all is good and sound. And basically, I'm interrupting the pattern and I'm dealing with whatever is inside of me. Okay, then if I do have time, I journal. I just grab my journal, which I usually have next to me, and I just basically write into the journal, what are you feeling? What am I feeling now and why? And I start just writing, and that way I start releasing whatever is really going on and whatever is really inside my body. And if I have no time to do anything and I just feel really triggered and there is just too much happening, too much energy flowing through my body, and I'm just so overwhelmed, I just get up and leave the environment. So I read that email, I feel triggered, and I don't know what's going on. And normally I would go and grab, let's say apple, banana, biscuit, nuts, whatever is there. No, I'm not doing that. I just get up and go to the garden. Get up, go to the bathroom, get up and do a handstand. Yes, I love doing handstands during my day. I just literally change the environment, even if it is for like 1 minute, 2 minutes, but interrupting that pattern to become present, to just do something even like physical, look outside of the window, but literally getting up and leaving that particular environment is absolutely crucial to help you release and help you not to react then by, let's say, grabbing the food, right? And the last thing I want to leave you with is that sometimes what really, really helps are obviously affirmations. And so how to put all this together is, let's say that you feel triggered. Let's say that you just suddenly feel there is loads of pressure coming from work, okay? There are projects and emails and everybody, wants something constantly from you. And you just feel like pushed into the corner and this anxiety and tension is growing inside of you. All you need to do is, again, you close your eyes, you take three, let's say three really deep breaths, and you just say, I release, I release, I release. I release things with ease and grace. And that's all. And you can really repeat this over and over until it literally syncs with your body and kind of synchronizes with your breath. And you'll see how much lighter you feel, and that need, that kind of coping mechanism of literally going and grabbing and putting something into your mouth to feel safe and secure and a little bit of comfort, the need just will go slowly away. Why? Because you learned how to release whatever is going on throughout the day, and you learned how to deal with it. Okay, so I hope that helped. Have a beautiful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.